Okay, I am an Indian woman, and I was born in India. And I finished college over there in Calcutta University. I'm also in India. I lived with my in-laws. They're American too. So I lived with them 5 years. So I started to speak English. But before that, I never heard American English. We are used to British English. So, living with them, my husband, ex-husband, and he's an American. He's from Boston. So we met, we married. I have a son. Son was born in India, and when he was a year old, we came to Boston. In Maine for 3 months, and then in Boston. I didn't have much interest. I was happy with my music, but my husband, he's American, so he was there. He went to study Indian music. So he was there almost 8 years, and he wanted to come back. So I came with him, but I didn't have any knowledge about the America, lifestyle and all this stuff. But I learned very hard way when I came here. That's the only interest. So he came, I came. Oh, when I came, I was very sad. Why I left my country and all this. It was very hard to adjust, the culture, because I don't go to the church, I don't go to the synagogue, and I am a Hindu, and food didn't have, in the restaurant, Indian restaurant. I think one in Central Square, there was one restaurant and no grocery store. It was very hard, especially food. We eat a lot of spice and chilies and all this stuff, and it was hard. It was very hard for a couple of years. But, when you stay, you get used to. And I was homesick, so I used to go often to visit my mother and my parents, my siblings. Yeah, I was looking for a job. So I used to go to Top and Shop, and then I met one woman, and she told me that, Harvard Library is looking for person and you can get a part-time. So I just went there to find out, what kind of job and how many hours. Why not library? He said, yeah, we are hiring part-time. If you want, you can get a job. I mean, at that time it was so easy. When I got a job part time at Harvard, I wasn't citizen at that time. So Harvard had a program, I think, working permit to work in this country. I came in with the Indian passport. So they gave me working permit, so I work that way. And then I think it's 78, I became a citizen, so I had no problem. Yeah, and opportunity means, I started to learn driving and just working, surviving. Compared to when I came and now, immigrant, it's very different. It's very, very different. I mean, telling the truth, when I came, it was very, very easy getting a job, getting citizenship. So I had no problem. But nowadays, I see it is very, very hard, and a lot of competition, and you have to be on your best. No, change means I love my job and I get along. Our colleagues were great. I mean, we support each other. I never felt like I'm an Indian. So that time I was so busy, and I had a student teaching music, raising my son, and all this. And now, believe it or not, I changed so much. I I decided when I retired, I thought I know I'm going to move back. So I have a apartment in India, in Calcutta, my hometown. I tried for 5, 6 years to stay longer, and it is long gap. I think I am living here 48 years. It's a long gap, and I don't have a friend anymore, no parents. So I think I prefer here. We adjust a lot of adjustment, I like here to stay. I fell in love here, even Brookline.